Well, I obviously did not get the top put on the greenhouse, which is okay, because we had such a horrible, horrible wind, it would have ripped it off anyway. And here are the bulbing onions I planted last spring, and they're blooming. They're not bulbing, but they're blooming, and they have got aphids, and I don't have any banana peelings. So I'm going to have to order up some bananas so I can chase off my black aphids. And my lima beans, with all the rain we've had, they're kind of sort of on the moldy side on the outside. Yeah. Now this is the bed that I lined with the plastic. We got tomatoes, a bunch of stuff is blooming. I figured out why nothing's doing well. It's the sunflowers took over. Sunflowers are not supposed to be growing with other things because they choke them out and they shade them out, and I just stepped in a hole. The fig tree is starting to leaf out. Unfortunately, I cut off the part that had the most figs. But I'll deal with it. It'll fill in eventually. And what I'm doing is trying to keep the branches from going up. And look at this. Do you think I'm going to have 1 or 2 blueberries this year? I'm happy. All that wind we had. This is my second, well, it's about a half of a 4-gallon bucket. So 2 gallons of tangelos have fallen off of the tree. There's some small ones around the edges, and that's it. All the upper ones in between the wind and the rain. Yeah, we had rain, and we're going to have more. Has knocked the tangelos off, so it's not going to be a good tangelo year at all. But the lemons are hanging in there. Pink lemonade. That's the biggest one I've had in a long time. Look at those. Still got lemons. Oh, look at the clouds. Now then, this peach tree is not doing well. It didn't bloom well either. But I do have 2 volunteer peach trees. All my peach trees now are volunteer. Oh, I have some mushrooms coming up. And this little one only had 3 or 4 blossoms on it last year. And I can't remember which YouTube channel said that once the fruit starts to look like fruit, that's when you feed it. Otherwise, you end up with a good yield every other year. So you need to feed your peach trees, your stone fruit, after the fruit starts setting. Ah, this is where the sunflowers are. And hello, Ellen. And volunteer tomatoes. I did pick some of the cilantro, but I'm going to let it bloom so I can get seeds. These were not good looking sunflowers, but they're from the black oil sunflower seeds. They're made to make seeds, not make pretty flowers. See, little scrawny things. Yeah. Hello, Ellen. Ellen, what are you talking about? Daddy? Oh, I see some more peach trees. Need to get them up and potted up before the roots get too long. This is a year for flowers. And flowers and bulbs. They didn't take a whole lot of work. And here I have beets. And here I have radishes. And I have to keep things covered between the birds and the rats. Things disappear too quickly. Here's the other baby peach tree. It's amazing. This one only had 2 or 3 blossoms on it last year that didn't set. But I have fed it before the fruit actually became a decent size, so we'll see what happens. And now we have the garden. Tangelo is starting to bloom again, at least. Next year's crop. Mint is coming back. It's always a scary plant because it dies down to nothing, but then it comes back with a vengeance. One is peppermint and one is spearmint. Oh, I still have my pimentos. Starting to ripen up. I'm going to make some pimento cheese. Love pimento cheese. Here are more ranunculus. And these are daikon radishes, the long white ones. That's a pot of celery. Oh, with our rainstorms, we had a hailstorm. Can you tell? With our rainstorms, we had a hailstorm. Can you tell? Poked holes in all my leaves. And here are more radishes. Celery and freesia. Yeah, hailstorm. Look at the size of those, though. Too bad the leaves aren't edible. Well, if they are, I have never. But look at the size of those strawberries. Still haven't transplanted the date palms. And I see it's time to go in. They come out next door again. Got more strawberries blooming. Had to clear out the carrots. They were being suffocated by nasturtiums. And snow peas. And tomatoes. And these strawberries are slowly coming back. And putting garlic everywhere. Lonely Tangelo all by itself up there. This avocado seems to be trying to come back. Told it I'm going to kill it off. Dig it up, cut it off. And Salvia, what is she, 6 years old now? Yeah. Oh, and that avocado plant is doing extremely well. I don't want to give it to its original owner, the guy who gave me the seeds. Excuse me, girls. Yeah, here comes the wind. This is turning out to be a nice bushy one, not growing straight up in the air. And then we have more, and then we have more flowers. Why are you being talky-talky, huh? Why are you being talky-talky? Oh, and these are in bloom. I've got 4 different colors. An almost white, a real pale pink, orange, and this purple. Now the freesias are starting to bloom. And I got some stock and calendulas. Ah, yes, peachy oranges. No, peachy pink. Poor avocado tree. It's not happy. The leaves are burning because I can't get the soil drenched enough to get rid of the salts. And the bluebells are starting to bloom. And last but not least, the loquat tree. Bush. It's not a tree, it's a bush. I'm keeping it low. Getting to be a decent size. And I did cut the butterfly bush down. And it's taken over again.